Brett Favre is back in the news, at least here locally. I knew what was going to happen. National media was just going to say their little piece go viral for act like they really cared and, stop talking about it. But at least here in Mississippi, thanks to great journalists over there at the Mississippi Free Press, we thank you. We thank you for your courage. Okay. And I want to be specific. That is Ashton Pittman and William Pittman. Shout out to y'all brothers for having courage down here in this state to tell the truth. It takes courage down here. Okay. But due to their reporting, it's revealed that Brett Favre was also in cahoots with current governor Tate Reeves when it comes to his corruption. So let's talk about it. Unfortunately, we got to talk about it. But before we do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you put all your people on it. Okay. If you want to be one of the realest ones, make sure you join and become an official member of the channel. I've been one of the earliest and most vocal people talking about this whole Brett Favre saga down here in the state of Mississippi. I told y'all before, it hits me differently because this man was my favorite quarterback. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan because of this man. Since the mid-90s, because of this man and the way he played the game. I went to Southern Miss, not because of him, but it was a point of pride to say, my favorite quarterback went to the school I'm attending and, as an undergraduate. He disappointed me. He disappointed me mightily. As I grew older now, I figured out that his political beliefs and mine didn't align. But then I talked it up to, okay, he's a Mississippi white man. You don't expect for him to be a, conservative. But I didn't expect for him to be a criminal. Didn't expect all that. If you missed out on America, I'm talking about Brett Favre was in cahoots with former Governor Phil Bryant, and now we reveal current Governor Tate Reeves to use money that's supposed to be set aside for TANF, okay, temporary assistance for needy families, welfare. He wanted to use that money to build a volleyball facility at Southern Miss, where his daughter played volleyball. Again, as I alluded to, where he attended, where former Governor Phil Bryant attended school. Now, a lot of people lose in this that he also wanted their help, particularly Phil Bryant's help, to jumpstart this company called Prevacus. So dealing with concussion treatment and stuff like that, concussion prevention. So people keep losing that. Let's not lose that. Because some gonna argue, I know them. I haven't seen it, but I think common sense. Some gonna argue, well, all he wanted to do was use state funds to do something for a state school. Deeper than that, Jack. Deeper than that. Don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that. First of all, that's not what that money was appropriated for. That money was appropriated to help the poorest among us in the poorest state. That's what that money was for. Secondly, he not only wanted to do that, he also wanted to help get that damn company off the ground and make a profit off of it. Okay? And now we've learned that Tate Reeves is also involved in it. The Mississippi Free Press, they got a text message. One of them reads like this. This is Brett talking to Governor Reeves. He says, Tate, a classmate of Deanna and myself, Desmond Holder, is a candidate for chiropractic board and asked if I would put a good word in. I wouldn't if I didn't think he was worthy. Not sure how good a chiropractor he is, but he is a hell of a guy. Also, Deanna is his wife, by the way. Okay. And I want to show you the facility, and it would only be us. I want you to see what you're trying to help me for. Anyway, our buddy the Big Chief did awesome last night. Oh, Todd said y'all may go to the concert Friday. If so, we may tag along. And if time permits, we show you facility. In response, Governor Reeves says, great timing. We were just talking about Holder earlier today. I will definitely appoint him based on your recommendation. Or Deanna's. Hi to y'all. Woo! Talking about corrupt. The motherfucker says in the text, he doesn't know how good a chiropractor the man is. That he's a hell of a guy. And the governor of the state of Mississippi says, I will definitely appoint him based on your recommendation. His recommendation was he's a good dude. Not that he's good at his job, that he's a. This is corruption. They try to get me to teach people that this type of shit ended after the Pendleton Civil Service Act was passed. My history nerds, y'all know what I'm talking about with that. This is some boss tweed shit. Hey, what the fuck is this? We got political appointments going on. We got them talking about the damn volleyball facility. Motherfuckers already gave you millions. You want even more money. All this in a state. If you're a real one, this is what should really fucking piss you off. All this in a state. And I'm reading this from the Mississippi Free Press. All this in a state where this happens. TANF funds are federal dollars intended to help poor families with children. But under Davis, MDHS, Mississippi Department of Human Services, rejected nearly 99% of poor welfare applicants in 2016 as he moved tens of millions in TANF funds through MCEC and toward projects favored by wealthy and powerful individuals, including celebrity athletes. Now, Davis is the name of the former director of Mississippi Department of Human Services. Okay. He ended up getting fired. So I guess the Mississippi government wanted to act like they caught the bad guy and I got rid of him, and now it's over. I guess the other person that's the bad guy that they're trying to just paint that is just strictly them was this woman Nancy New, who ran a nonprofit, and see the money would be diverted towards her, and then with all these loose regulations, she could do whatever the fuck she wanted to do with the money. But they got previous text messages between her and Brett Favre and everything. This is just blatant corruption and it's criminal. And yet nobody's charges, man, with anything. Matter of fact, he's lawyered up. He's lawyered up with one of the dudes who defended Donald Trump in one of his impeachment trials. That's what he's done. That's what Brett Favre has done. Okay. A dude named Eric Hirschman. Now, some of y'all that keep old politics, You probably saw you saw Eric Hirschman defending Trump, but you also probably saw him in the January 6th commission thing. Okay. And one of those committee meetings, they showed some testimony from him going in on Trump. And liberals were sitting up here and just clapping for all these folks like they were just great Americans or something. No, they saw that they were attached to a sinking ship and they wanted to jump off. But he'll come down here and defend this shit and has declared that Brett Favre has done nothing wrong. Okay. He filed a motion. This is Hirschman, Favre's attorney. Filed a motion to dismiss the civil complaint against Favre. Okay, again, I'm reading from the Mississippi Free Press. The motion declared that Brett Favre has done nothing wrong, that MDHS has sued Favre, a Mississippi national celebrity, in an effort to deflect responsibility for its own egregious wrongdoing in allowing $94 million of his public funds to be misspent. Funds for which MDHS itself admits it was exclusively responsible. Oh. It ain't our fault they gave us some of the money. He didn't know where it was coming from. Boy. Brett Favre deserves fed time. Everybody connected deserves fed time. But I believe when I see it. You know why? Because this is one party state. It's a one-party state. When it comes to state-wide offices, Republicans up and down. When it comes to the congressional delegation, we have 6 people that go to Washington, D.C. on our behalf. 5 of the 6 Republicans. You got one Democrat, Benny Thompson, who basically represents the Delta and Jackson. That's it. You got Benny Thompson. So I want to ask the National Democratic Party something. Why the fuck y'all don't try to make a play in Mississippi? We need it. First of all, we need it. We need the stranglehold of the Republican Party here in this state to be broken because this corruption is gone unchecked. Because they run every fucking thing. What has happened in Georgia can happen here. Percentage-wise, we got more black people than Georgia. But the National Democratic Party don't invest no time here. Instead of be trying to pick off Florida. Florida is Mississippi with Disney World. DeSantis motherfucking ass is another Tate Reeves. But we have a more diverse state. You bring your ass on in here and try to mobilize people. Maybe you can get you a Senate seat. Maybe you can get one of these gerrymandered ass districts. Maybe. Like the one I live in. Because we need some. Because until the Republicans in this state start losing some of these offices and having this stranglehold where they just run all this shit, they're going unchecked. And this corruption will persist. And people like Brett Favre will just be able to steal millions and go unpunished. Tate Reeves can just hand out political appointments just because the popular quarterback said do so. So I call on y'all national Democrats. Start making a play in Mississippi. The people need it, and your party needs it. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?